my big sister Kayla. She's talking about motions.
Alright, we're going to show you how Newton's 3 laws of motion can be used in everyday life. But the real life example that we're going to use is the game of soccer. Kenzie, do you like soccer?
Yes.
Kenzie plays soccer, and I bet you didn't know that every time you watch the game of soccer, you play it with your friends, or you go to your little kids' games, that Newton's laws are being acted out. Please give me the ball. Give it to me. Newton's first law states that an object at rest will stay at rest, and that an object in motion will stay in motion at a constant velocity unless acted on by an unbalanced force. When the soccer ball is not moving, it is at rest. It will not move or relieve itself from rest until a force acts upon it. So right now, the forces between the ball pushing on the ground and the gravity from the ground pushing back on the ball are balanced, so no motion occurs. If we were to apply a force with our foot to the ball, motion would occur at a constant rate until the ball is stopped by an unbalanced force, such as a soccer net. Kenzie, can you please kick the ball for me?
Is there a net?
Yep. Alright, you can stop kicking it. Thank you. When she kicked the ball moved at a constant velocity until it was stopped by the soccer net, the net being an unbalanced force. Excuse me. Also, as she was kicking the ball slowed down eventually due to the friction, which is another force that was exerted against the ball. Can I please see the ball again? Newton's second law of motion states that there is an inverse relationship between acceleration and mass, which can be seen in the equation acceleration is equal to net force divided by the mass of an object. This means that as the mass of an object increases, if the force were to stay the same, then the acceleration of the object would decrease. This can be shown when you kick a soccer ball, and also force is equal to mass times acceleration, which just means that the soccer ball has a force which is calculated by the mass, not the weight, but the mass in grams or kilograms of the ball, multiplied by the acceleration of the ball when you kick it across the horizontal plane. If we were to increase the mass of the ball, but keep the same force from our leg or our foot against the ball, then the acceleration of the ball would decrease. If we were to decrease the mass and keep the same amount of force when we kick it, the acceleration would then increase. Kenzie, can you please kick the ball with me back and forth so we display the ball's force? See, the ball has a force. If we were to get a different soccer ball size, like the size that a high school team or professional team plays on, and she was to still kick the ball with the same amount of force in her legs and her body, the acceleration would decrease because the mass of the ball would be greater. Can I please see this? Newton's third law, which is most commonly known among people, is that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. This basically means that there are force pairs, unbalanced forces acting against each other. When balanced forces act against each other, such as when you push your hand against the wall and it doesn't push back at you, no motion occurs and the forces are balanced. When you're kicking something, or whenever something is in motion, there is unbalanced forces occurring, which is why things move. When you kick the soccer ball and you exert the force against it with your foot, the ball moves because although the ball is exerting a force back at you, it has less mass and less force, so it moves more. This is an example of a force pair and the action that occurs when unbalanced forces are placed against each other. Can you please give it a big, strong kick into the net, Kenzie? Go get it now. just from that one kick from this part of the field into the net, we could see all three of Newton's laws of motion acting in one scene of our life. Newton's laws are everywhere we look, from driving in our car, slamming on the brakes and getting stopped by the seatbelt in our car, to playing baseball, to playing soccer, or anything like that. Newton's laws are acted out in everyday life. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Thank you.
Have a good
Newton's
day.
laws.